So far, we are back to the Frostpunk, a new home, hard mode. Trying to be a nice leader. We are on day 33. Let's start the game. So remember last time we were working very hard trying to get things sorted, resources gathered, outpost team, quite a bit of challenges. So we're trying to see the day when the big storm approaches soon, what would happen. So first thing first, well, again, I hope we don't want to see the jumpy crash when we get to the medical dashboard. So let's see. It could be an issue, but anyway, let's give it a try. So coal production, we've got a healthy margin of over 1400 per day. That's what we need. And then let's take a look quickly. It's 90, 77. Basically, we don't have sufficient people. So let's look at the next one. Food, not very good, -1 per day. And then because of the field kitchen, it's -14 every day. So by keeping our workplace warm, we are sacrificing some food rations. That's not ideal, but we don't have a choice really. Let's see how we can solve this, because the efficiency of this hothouse is only 80% with 2 under treatment. So we likely have to switch or build one more hothouse, or maybe one more hunter's hangar or hunter's hut for now. The houses are cold, steelworks. We don't have sawmill working. Finally, medical, quite full around. All the medical posts seems full. The road is being built. This one is a gathering post. Spend a lot of resources gathering coal. Discontent is cold, home, bad healthcare, bad food, 20 overtime work. 2 unpopular decisions. Well, we tried very hard to do something good for the people, but then it's not always that easy. Say if I want to be nice and I don't want people to work overtime, this is what not the game allows us to do. Okay. You need 20 food rations for this one to raise hope and drop discontent. Almost all our people have access to a house of prayer. People feel a lot better living near a house of play. It reminds them about their high purpose and give them hope. Okay, we have to focus more on discontent. It's more about workplaces. Because later on, we don't need this anymore. This one we're building is an out-of-field kitchen. We're building a sawmill here. I'm thinking what would happen if we take some people out. Okay, we're building one resource depot for coal. We've got another gathering postcode for coal. Okay, that's pretty much it. We are at where we can't. Basically, we don't have much to do. It's 6:30 at the evening. We have to wait for the buildings to complete construction. Food-wise, 2 workers are sufficient to cook. And let's start the clock. Let the people get things built. Issue. Wow, this sky is frozen. Heating protests. Captain, people have gathered to protest against the cold in their homes. They are angry that despite the health risks posed by the cold, you seem to be neglecting the problem. They want you to act. Let's heat some homes. 17 homes within 2 days. Keep them heated for 2 days. Let's heat all homes. Wow, 35 in 24 hours. Keep them heated for 3 days. But the thing is, the tricky part of this. Let's try one time. Being a nice leader, I want to keep everybody warm. The challenge here, I have to warm the houses for 1 more day compared to the first choice, and more than double the number of homes with less time. 24 hours. I'm thinking about our research. Can we possibly do that? And don't remember on the timeline we have seen a drop in temperature level. Okay, let's try the second option. See, in the day's time, it will be minus 80 degrees. We need level 3. Okay, another issue. The captain's voice. Protector of the truth. Sir, our people are fighting. A crowd of believers gathered in the street to discuss the new law, and they soon come to blows. Our captain is the voice of truth. How can you doubt that for a second? Cries an outraged woman. A burly worker answers her solemnly. He's our leader, but a man all the same, and he can err like anyone else. Our faith needs no prophet. How should we resolve this? People may get hurt. I'm not fallible. Hope will rise. Using the captain's voice will have 50% less effect. Hope will rise. Nice leader. Nice leader. Let's try this. Hope rose. Our biggest challenge is discontent. I want to take a look at the Temple influence. Some people demand their ways. Great. Incoming refugees. These guys. 60 spots to live in. Let's take a look at the housing. We've got 2, 4, 11, 15, 17. We've got 17 spots, so we need 5 more houses. These are still being built. The road is here. This is resource depot only. Well, we've got code home issues already, and we need to build 5 more homes. Okay, we need to continue to build here. And here there's no effect of spiritual facilities. Nighttime, these sections are closed. I mean the heating. That's good just for working hours. Research already extended shift. Okay. Nothing we could do. Fast forward the clock. Even faster. Public planets is starting by the generator. These people. Crazy people. Okay, here it is. Let's store coal. Still says it's not connected to the road. What will happen if I just build one piece here? Okay, great. Here it's the field kitchen. Just put one worker in. Okay, we have completed that quest. This is a gathering post. We've got 2 engineers. Let's take this out. Remember, I always love to put the same type of workers at the same type of I mean in the same working location. I don't like to mix. Okay, this is for the new refugees when they come in. Got severe frostbite. This is the coal mine. Okay, we are set. So let's trying to take a look at the sawmill we built. Where is it? This one. Let's get it started when the new people comes in. Let's fast forward the clock. They will arrive in less than 12 hours. We need to solve our medical issues. We've got 7 steam core. We can build one more medical post, but It's not going to survive the cold. We need the infirmary research quickly. It's too cold. We still have 13 hours to solve the cold home issue. 6:30 in the morning, people started working. Research facility. 5 hours to complete. Doesn't look good. The time is just too short. 24 hours. 9 hours for people to arrive. We've got sufficient steel. Build home. Okay. Something happened. We need to check. But first, let's build something here. No, not this section where was the house. We've got a couple of locations that we can build, but where did I build last time? Here. Okay. Somehow got lost. This one is not hit by the steam hub, so we have to place it here. We have to build more spiritual facilities. Okay, the law. That's the sound. Adaptation. Let's see. The ill side capacity doubled. Cost discontent. Discontent will further rise. That's a risky move. But let's see later on. It's almost everything has been signed except this one. These two. Hope will fall slightly, lower discontent. Reduce discontent permanently. Spontaneous duel will slightly reduce discontent. Some may be killed. As a nice leader, let's take a look at purpose first. Okay, we've signed all these. New faith. Hope will never be a problem again. A public execution space will be built. Some heretics will die. Some people will feel compelled to fight this law. Some of them will die. I believe it's time. Before hope dropped too significantly. We'll sign the discontent law. In the house of pleasure later. The new faith. There will be blood. Sir, people are rioting in the streets and demanding that you stop what you are doing. They say this isn't what our faith stands for. That you are destroying everything beautiful and pure about it to gain absolute control over our lives. They shout that this is madness and that you are a usurper, not our true shepherd. Roughly a quarter of our people are determined to fight, the others are silent. Sorry guys, even though I'm nice, some things had to be done. Let's do it.
A new law has passed.
Becomes devotion. Captain is the voice of God. He's our shepherd. He will save us. He is the voice. Hope becomes devotion. We don't have to worry about hope anymore. The new faith, the night of changes. Dawn breaks and the streets are silent. You've declared your laws, God's will, branding all who oppose you as heretics. Everyone who was a threat to the unity of our city and the new faith has been dealt with. 16 citizens died. The others have renounced their views. Hope will never be a problem again. No one will think in these terms anymore. Sad to know about this, but it had to be done. Okay, I believe we have lost some people who were helping out. We've got this being built right now because of the new law. Don't forget about warming our homes. We need the heat level researched. Scout 1 have returned safely to the city. Great news, a lot of resources. Let's make a pause. Let's take a look and see what's outside. What's left to be explored. Wow, we have done all the exploration already. Okay, let's go back into the city and see what can be done. We can set an outpost and send this team to collect supplies, but I don't think we need that right now. We need quickly on storage, I think. Let's take a look. We are reaching maximum for both steel and, well, wood is more an issue. Food, don't need to build yet. It's for wood, especially if we send people to work. Let's disband this team. Let's get in, get back to this bubble. Disband them first. And we need houses, basically. We have people arriving in less than 8 hours. Let's take a look. We still need 4, if I remember correctly. We've got, well, some people passed away earlier on. We've got 4 spaces, 9, 19, 21, 25, and 34, 40, 42, 45. We've got 45 spots with 60 coming in, so we need only 2 more houses. We can do that in one go. This is the location. We can build 1, 2, not 3. Only 2 will be affected by this steam hub. But I'm thinking, is there a location that can house the second one where the steam hub is still having effect on it? This one, yes. Why? It is not showing. It should be. I don't know what's happening here. What is this? Oh, this is the field kitchen's bubble. Okay, so let's put it here. 2 of them. Research. Need to keep a close eye on it. It's still 3 hours to complete. Oh, we've got 11 hours left. Okay, what's report? The new Fave execution platform. Sir, an execution platform has been set up by the generator. Whenever you order it to be put to use, an enemy of the faith will be executed. This will lower discontent greatly. Lower discontent greatly. That's what I have to remember. The bubble is back. We've got 5 people, the exploration team we can use. Believe food is our biggest challenge right now. Got 6 absentees here. Okay. No choice. We said something about the sawmill wall. This is the automaton scared me. Steel can make use of more people. We can spare this engineer now, given quite a number of people is arriving. Let's get him more coal. Okay. I think we are set for the moment. Let's not. Well, let's fast forward a little. But let's slow it down when it's about to complete. Okay. Still hot range. Bad idea. We need the 3 days. The only thing I can think of now is this. It's just cookhouse insulation. No way. We can save healthcare, but then there's nothing for house better housewarming. We need this heating to be researched. Too bad. Unless we can triple up the research rate. Well, we failed the quest. Livable conditions in homes. This I have to declare. This is just not possible. We've got minus 80 degrees coming in. The research is not going to help. Let's build more. Set rebuild resource depot. Okay, report coming in. Let's set the resource depot before attending that. Resource section is here. We don't need all these heatings for resource depot. Where to put this? Why is that popping up? Okay. Let's build 2 of them. Okay, let's see the report. Faith Keepers, food for the hungry. Sir, our Faith Keepers have found someone's illegal stash of food. It's quite big, so they plan to distribute it amongst people in need, but perhaps you'd like it to be used another way. Hope will rise, hungry will be fed. Hope will fall slightly, hope is not an issue. So let's do it. Okay. Steam still works. We've got sufficient resource. Where's the steelworks? We can cover it. Build it on top of the existing ones. Coal mine. Okay, we need to plan for the extreme weather. It's not coming in yet. I'm not saying the -80 is the big episode. Okay, 45 minutes for the refugees to arrive. We've only got 4 hours to secure livable homes. We've set a trap for ourselves. We're going to fail that badly. What I'm trying to do now is to see how much I can discontent for. The third wave refugees arrive from the Frostland. They are on the verge of collapse, exhausted by their journey and by tending to the gravely ill and injured with them. Their leader Nansen isn't among them. We're evacuating everyone we can, but many stayed behind with those who were too ill to travel. Nansen amongst them. Oh, Nansen is very ill. God have mercy us all. The great frost is coming. Shall we let them in? 50 of them gravely ill. Discontent will rise considerably. I'm a nice leader. I'm not going to let people die. What looms ahead? So now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The great force is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. Okay. We've got new spots that we can explore, but we can see the storm arriving. Okay, let's quickly pause the game. There's content rows, tempo, evening players, prayers, captain's words. Let's start all these. Let's take a look at the last one. This content was 4. Yeah, I didn't see it wrong. What was I trying to do? Let's max this first. Yeah, exploration. We should go. See, the storm is coming. We want to head to the farthest one and then ask them to come back. And then for resources, max them out. Okay, later on we have to switch the cookhouse. I was trying to say we have to switch the working hours, extended shifts. We have to what was I trying to say? We have to switch them off back to normal, the 0818 setting. There's no building, no more building that can keep houses warmer. This is a coal mine. Then sawmill. Where is it? Interesting. Where has it gone? Here. Let's take a look at coal production. We've got a healthy margin just for now, because we will use new technology. Coal power, yes, let them be for the moment. We need to fill up these gathering posts. Got 9/10. Where are the other one? 8/10. Eight over 10. Okay, full housed. All people are located with a job. I forgot House of Healing here. Efficiency breakdown. This gathering house is too cold. What is this? Rise 2 levels. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that. But we have to keep them warm for 3 days. So we have time to complete this research. That's good news. I think let's spare some people from. We've got 3 gathering posts here, so they'll probably collect faster than the coal thumper can produce. So see, it's 19.5 per hour. There are 2 piles, 8.4 per hour, 16.9 per hour. But when the healthy gets back, this will be another situation. So let's start the clock. This content dropped. That's good. We're reaching the evening. Again, this is not this one, but the research facility. Here it is. Well, we've got some flags. Yeah, it's flags flying here. I didn't notice that there are quite a lot of details. This content dropped to below 50%, that's good. Okay, 6 hours to the completion of research. Our storage facility. This one is not operated because of the production is higher than the rate of collection. Okay. Research stopped. It's not morning yet. Let's start the clock quicker. Okay, burial ceremony. Research stereoscopic lens. Let's take a pause. We have 8 days to build it. This content is low. Let's start this emergency shift, shall we? Because otherwise we won't be able to catch this. Wow, look at this. Come on, it's for the people. 4 hours to completion. Let's bear. Scattering posts. %90 to completion. Oh, 1 people died. Let's pause. I want the medical section. Medical section. Okay, can we build one more house of healing? Here's the second. Gravely ill, slightly slower than an infirmary, but doesn't require engineers. Nightly raises patient's hope. 50 pieces of wood. Sounds good. We need to see. I've got some better heating spots. Yes, here it is. Got one already there. Block place for the collection of wood. So let's put it here. Extend this road is easier. Let's maximize this. We need some for wood. We need more for coal. Don't have enough people cooking. Okay, we've got spare resources. Let's see where we can put them, but before that, this is about to complete. The code is about to kick in. Let's pause it. Generator power upgrade. Heater efficiency. Home does not have heaters. This is what we can build, but Okay, we can't make it. This is what we have to do within a few days' time. I really hope it can be completed immediately. We'll fail this quest. Unfortunate, but nothing we can do now. Okay, let's see what would happen. I hope it's not too bad. We said we want to build house of prayer. This building is quite warm. Faith. Can only be one. Work more efficiently. This one, hopeful, doesn't help anymore. We don't need help. Health. Sorry, not the word. It's hope. It's hope. Don't need help. Work more efficiently is what we need. There's none here. So it's good we put one here. And there's none here. Maybe we want one more here. Okay. That's it. Well, let's be careful about this one. We can put one more here. But first we need the road to be built. Okay, let's get started. Seven of our people died. We can build one more coal. Hey, come on. Resources. One more coal mine here. We can swap the people from the coal thumper to that. Promise broken, discontent rises. Wow. Boom. Over 80%. Sorry guys. Stay cold for a little while. Let's not work them overtime. We have to lower the rate of discontent. 10 of our people died. Let's take a pause. Let's not ask them to work overtime for the moment. Just to make sure we are safe. Safer, at least. Not completely safe. This one is freezing cold. We need one more steam hub here. Or do we have a fuel kitchen here? We need more food. If we build fuel kitchen, steam hub, I think it's better. We've got quite some steam core. Okay. Are these building warm? Seems to be. Okay, let's ask them to work 0818. Let's lower the discontent back to a normal level. We'll say normal, average at least. Below 50 is my reference point. Okay, we are almost there. This is quite cold. we have to continue that for I was trying to say, for the cooking facilities, they still have to work extended hours because we've got more people. I'll take a look and we'll see. We're just marginally cooking what we need. When the big storm comes in, the cookhouse won't be effective. They will not be operative, so we have to prepare for that. Okay, discontent dropped to a reasonable level. It's 8 AM in the morning. Let these cookhouse people work and see what happens. Hopefully this will boost their working efficiency. Okay, a tip from a believer. Captain and Man has told us that his neighbors are planning to organize a protest. A man of following the lead. Well done, discontent will fall. Excellent. Righteous denunciation. Some of the discontented were denounced and persuaded. That's good. Okay, this is about to complete. House of Healing. There's only 3 over here. Let's get them out. Let them work here. How much is this pile? Okay, another died. I think we can evacuate this. Wow, this is so cold. Is there no heating? Oh, I thought it was able to be covered by one of the steam hub. Seems it isn't. Let's take a look at the consumption. We lost our margin. Steam hub. Let's see the heat signature. Okay, we've got a field kitchen here. That's not the signature of steam hub. That's unfortunate. We have to build one here, so that when we build a sawmill, the coverage is able to cover both buildings. And we have to minimize the coverage overlap. So I think this is a good spot here. Need to build some road. Let's try here. Okay, I think this is the optimal location. Let's try this. Steam hub. Is this 24 hours? I don't think we need this for 24 hours. 8:16. This one for homes. $6.20. Yes, for this. Got cookhouse. That's not ideal. We need to put all the cookhouses together so that we don't burn that much coal. Got houses here, so for all the steam hub. Even though I don't want them to operate for such long hours, there's no choice. Because the way of how we put up the city is not ideal. Okay, coal thumper. Evacuated this. There's still quite a pile to be collected. How about this one? What is this? It's 46.7 per hour, 25.3. This is going to overload. Let's keep just this and reallocate them to here. Okay, it's producing 23.4. It's collecting that much. We may not need this. Oh, that's quite a lot of gravely ill. Research is about to complete. Let's take a look. What issue? More sick beds needed. Captain, some of the people are concerned about the rising number of untreated sick. They're asking you to address the problem. 3 days to build it. House of healing. One more house of healing. Okay, generator power upgrade researched. Let's set the research before we set the upgrade. No, good dude. No, the big storm hasn't arrived. I'll show it to you later. So don't worry, you haven't missed it. See, this is a situation where we may fail for this because we're playing the hard mode, and I've got a sense from my previous experience on the parallel episode that I'm running, the normal difficulty level. Well, this is tempting. Okay, I want to take a look first. It's minus 70 all the way down. We've got quite a lot of sick people. Let's do this before the efficiency upgrade. Really tempting. One or the other. Heaters will burn less coal. That's a big deal. This is going to be tripled. Our homes are not quite warm now. Sorry, we have to save for the future. So, back to your question, dude. This is the quest here. What looms ahead is related to the storm. The storm. We've got 7 days, 12 hours to do this research to see how bad the storm is. Going outside of the city, we see these thick clouds looming from the far side. So it's only a week's time when the storm rolls in, and we are working very hard to take a look at, or to take care of, the resource collection. It's not ideal at the moment because I've evacuated quite a number of gathering posts. I want to keep our coal supply very high in order to survive that particular week. Food we have to work on as well. So these two are the most important resources that we need. We would want to stock up for wood and steel. Probably I need to swap one resource depot for wood, switch it to storing of steel. Oh, the steam hub. It's interesting. The road is not complete. There's a house of healing. Hope by the time this one is operational, the house of healing will be operative, and this will be opened and we can fulfill the quest. So what was I saying is the storage location. Storage should be outside of the heat zone. Somewhere here. Not the sawmill. Yes, resource depot. Got too much for wood. Let's change it for steel. Let's take a check again. Okay, both healthy. 750. We need a lot of steel for research later on, so that's very key. So we want to make best use of this remaining week before the snowstorm comes in. Okay, it's still working. Let's fast forward the clock. There's 96% completion. We want to work on new research as soon as possible. Okay, scouts have reached the location. Let's take a look. What do they find? Let's explore. The terrain drops suddenly here into a deep hollow. There are wounded people and dead bodies at its rocky bottom. We found survivors a long way down. Those people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash. Oh, look at those bodies. But it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them to our sleds and bring them to our city quickly. Okay, we're a nice leader. We don't leave people to die. Let's bring them home. Okay, we can't set out the missions for the scouts now. We've got 41 gravely ill. How's the progress of the steam hub? Oh no, this one can't be switched off. 2 died. Okay, this hopefully heats up the... It should work. Yes, we fulfilled. But then, if you remember, hope it's not an issue anymore. Because we've signed the law. Luckily, otherwise our hope may fall to the lowest level because of the dying people. Take a look at the consumption. It's burning more than what we can collect right now. Okay, let's look at the faith facilities. House of prayer working well. Shrines is what I'm looking for. Shrines. Okay, worshippers. I'm trying to... Okay, it's maximized. Just stopped. Is there something affecting the efficiency of the medical facilities and also research center? I would really like to have something like the heat signature indication, but for efficiency boost. Okay, so I have to try to build one in that case. Yes, all these white signature is telling me there's efficiency boost. We can build a lot of more stuff here, but not now. Okay, seems everything is white here, but is that true? How about here? It's just houses, so it doesn't matter. Steam Hub seems the Steam Hub would be affected as well. Okay, this one doesn't light up, but this one does. So, interesting observation. That one is still on, so I'm not sure. So we don't have to build it. We've got 19 people coming in. Let's look at our houses. 3, 6. Okay, we've got 19, 20. 20, more than 20 spots available. Actually, we've got empty houses as well, so we should be fine. We're down to 376 people now. Our medical facilities aren't enough. Can we build one more? 50 pieces of wood. We've got a location with... We need a location with this. But it's not heated. Oh, is this on? It is. Is this a display issue? It's just not going to light up no matter. For those switched off, I understand, but okay, see, the Steam Hub here is lighting up, but not this one. It's steaming. I guess there's a glitch. There's a bug over there. Okay, this one isn't working 24 hours a day. Okay, this is tricky. How about this one? It's still on. It's we've got a medical facility here already. See, whenever it is destroy natural resources, I guess it's just trees. Yes, trees only. We're gonna build a sawmill on the right hand side anyway, so let's build it here. Well, I'm thinking it's not about... Maybe it's not about this, but let's build it first and get to the medical section. It's not about the spots I was thinking, but it seems it is. Our care house, we've got empty spots. Yes, not sure why there are so many gravely ill, but still empty spots here. Okay, people keep dying. That's no good. Foods we have to solve. There's quite a lot of issues we've got to solve. It's night time. These are fine. Just keep dying. Can we spare some people here? And this one is not built yet. Let's put them back. I'm trying to allocate more people here. Okay. Runaway child. Okay, this is the desperate father again. Placement is very important. Especially we want to group those that we want them to be 24 hours warmed by the heaters or steam hub, such as the houses and medical facilities. We group them together, and then the workplaces we group them into the different sections, because they will, well, we only need to heat them during working hours. We won't use the 24-hour shifts continuously. Basically, we won't do that. So the steam hub for those locations, we don't need to switch them on 24 hours. We can save coal for that. And then this runaway child, she's a big girl, but she's always very impulsive and she scares easily. The father explains, I must find her before she lost for good. She's all I have. Okay, from previous parallel storyline, we know that he will stop him. Not stop. He will kill himself. If we send him for a journey, we have to spend food. So let's see what happens if we ignore him this time. Okay, workers, let's build quickly. We want to have more spots for the people before they all die. Look at that. We're moving slowly. Very slowly. The bell keeps ringing. No good. No matter how much we want them to survive, they are not. Why this is still working? Okay, it's because of the automated. Charlotte, yes. Difficult time. Difficult time. Come on, back to the builders. We've got a lot of people, but a lot of them are sick, so that's a big impact to the workforce. Another temperature drop is coming in 3 days' time. Okay, 30. Let's fast forward the clock. Research is at 45% completion. Okay, another bell rings. It should be our 22 hours left. Daytime. Let's slow it down. This has been built. Okay, let's reshuffle our workforce. Let's open that first. We've got 307. So producing 5 per hour. It's not quite efficient use of resource. Okay, let these 7 people collect the rest. Ask them to cook more food. This one is producing 35.1 per hour. 14. Okay, they have arrived. Good. Let's take a pause. Got new workers. Okay, what was I trying to do is this one, we've got 374 pieces remaining. This one is still producing. I want this to be fully housed. And this one as well. Take this out. Okay, coal mines, we don't need people together. So this is the spot that I want to put. At least collect all these 400 pieces first. They need to collect 10 hours. With less than 10 hours of workday left. So let them finish collecting this. Hothouse, important. Don't need many people for the faith keeping right now. We've got 266 pieces. We are saying these 7 are collecting this 200 pieces. Okay, we've got 3 piles of coal. Let them collect those here. Consumption -70 degrees. Look at the houses and the medical post. The medical post won't survive when the storm hits. That's we have to solve. I want to look at the houses. They are still chilly, so by the time we reach day 40, it will be back to -70, so it's not too bad. So right now, what I want to do is to maintain operation here, but then okay, we keep this content low. What if we switch on the heater? It's still manageable. So we test everything we can, try to maintain a healthy level of our coal supply. %60 efficiency. This number of sick people is causing big trouble. Okay, guess what? Let's send them here. Okay, that's the trade-off. If we use the House of Healing, it's not healing as quickly as the infirmary. Okay, let's start the clock again. Don't forget about the explorers. Well, they find the compass. Let's send them out quickly before the storm arrives. We still have 6 days, 19 hours to do the research. We need this to be completed quickly. The heater efficiency is very important. Fast forward the clock so the 6 hours will be gone fast. Okay, 4 hours, even faster. Okay, report. Defender of the Old Faith. Sir, there's a rumor about a preacher who has the gall to openly question your vision. According to our informant, he's already attracted several followers, and together they've been heard repeatedly saying, "We are children of God. Our captain is wrong to put himself above all others. Views like this threaten our unity. Let's keep an eye on him." Okay, fast forward the clock. 2 hours to complete research. Let's take a look at our resources. Not ideal. Not ideal. Maybe it's time to take some steel production people away. Okay, let's do this. They are here. Not here, sorry. It's the steel steamworks. They produce much quicker. So let's take away 3 from each of them. We need them to cook food. There's a number of sick. Need them to heal the sick people. Okay, 2 hours to completion. Let's set our research before we end the day. Okay, heater efficiency upgrade completed. Range we may not need for the moment. Steam hub efficiency is what we want. Okay, is there any installation you would like to do or other researches? Sawmill upgrade. Not bad. This looks good. I'm just not sure with a few days time. This sounds more reasonable. This one I'm just not sure. It's producing double food rations, but the biggest thing I'm not sure is whether it's going to stand the storm, because the hothouse won't be able to stand the storm. This is steam heated. I hope it will. We still have a couple of days. I believe this is more burning for healthcare insulation. This is steam heated. Again, our medical post won't stand the cold. So we're trading off. We've signed a law that hope won't be an issue. So if a big number of people die, we could still survive. That's not what we want, but that seems how it's going to happen when the big storm hits. So cookhouse, it's not an issue right now. Okay, seems this is where we're heading. At least we solved the issue for these medical posts. Looks at the bunkhouses. We may need houses for that, for people to survive. I really want to try this, but I don't think we've got sufficient resources by the time the storm hits to replace all these houses with the new one. See, the bunkhouse is able to put 10 people in. Same for this one. I think the house redesign will help. This is the path towards the big storm. It looks logical, but the condition right now we're facing is not allowing us to do so. Okay. Hear the bell. Nothing too alarming, I hope. Okay, we're back to healthy level at least. The production catches up. So let's take a final check. Steel. We've got more steel than wood now, so what I want to do is to send these people to the less productive sawmill. It's not because it's where it is. Is it here? Okay. This field kitchen, is it operative? Okay, so the field kitchen is not helping the sawmill to work. Guess what? I'll dismantle this. I'll build another one before we finish. Remember the heater we put here. The steam hub, let's make good use of it. This is bad. Resource depot. I don't think we need this now. Okay. Let's build, not resource depot, sawmill. Public penance is starting. I want to build it right here to maximize see it's affected by the shrine by putting here. And also we can make use of the steam hub. You're not saved, you're not clean, you're not worthy. It's nightfall now. Discontent dropped, nighttime procession is starting. Okay, let's take a look at that while the building is being dismantled. Look at these busy people doing the ceremony. Walking fast. Okay, let's take a pause. Let's build a sawmill there. Okay, let's take a look at our coal pile. This one is still not being fully collected. This one is about to finish. There's only 9 pieces left. So let's evacuate this 9 pieces. Let's send them to work here. Maximize these two. Anywhere else we need more workers. Medical houses. It's only 40% efficiency. That's very low. This one, just collecting from here. Okay, we can effect all these as well. Okay, this one fully housed. Let's heal more people. That's 40% of efficiency. That looks good. There's a lot of coal supply here, and we've got an efficiency boost. Steam hub is off. What's the working hour? Since the discontent level is very low, let's ask them to work longer hours here. The automaton is 24/7. Coal mine. I think we'll need to switch them back to extended working hours. Coal thumper, we've got 10 workers here. Got a healthy pile of coal. These guys, I think they are not going to collect more than what this produces. Generally speaking, 2 gathering posts for 1 coal thumper. But then if they are fully operational efficiently, they'll produce more than the gathering post can collect. So having 1 less at the coal thumper, 1 less people, I think. So that should be fine. We want our medical facilities to be fully housed. They are operating 24/7, so this will help a lot. A law book is about to cool down, so we're at 7:45 my time now, so it's about time for me to head off. But before that, I want to set our laws. Engineering. People keep dying. We're down to 350 right now. Book of Laws. Come on. 2 hours to cool down. We have 6 days to complete the research. Let's set the law. Okay. Less than an hour, yes, come on. Be quick. 1 minute. Okay, purpose. You said everything is signed over here. Just a health check. See, the whole tree is completed. So let's go back to adaptation. There's only one place left. If we don't want to touch this, we need to touch this later on. If we don't want to raise discontent, this is not something to be signed right now, and we don't have extra food for this to speed up recovery. So what's needed is all the others are from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock has been signed. Is the House of Pleasure. We don't want to sign this dueling law right now. Okay, this content dropped to a very healthy level. I'm thinking to ask the people to work overtime again. We've got 3 spare people right now, but we have a sawmill. We need to send people in to work. Okay, it's very warm, livable condition, excellent. House of Healing, very warm. Even before this kicks in. So let's maximize the opportunity. Okay, let's take a look at the coal production. Not ideal. Once we get to working hours, the supply is not meeting the demand. Food. Let's save the game and then do a final check. We won't change much now. It's nice leader hard mode. Override. Resume. Final check. Dashboard. Go from the bottom to the top is fine. So wood production, we need to speed it up. Steel storage, we'll handle that later. Houses, I don't think we've got a problem. We have a lot of that. We may want to swap some for resources later on, but let's see. Medical, we know we don't have sufficient, but the medical posts are all empty right now, so it's a good sign. Even though we've got a lot of untreated citizens, and that's weird, but I believe they'll be hosted very soon. Field kitchen is causing our food issue, so we can actually spare some from the field kitchen to other working locations. Let's do this before we finish. These two probably need a steam hub. Let's spare 3 workers and see what happens. Or 4. 20% efficiency in exchange for 4 workers. This one just 1. It's livable condition because of the steam hub. This one by itself with the heater on, still fine. Okay, we need to keep an eye on these. Want more people collecting coal here. See, this is producing with 9 workers 52.6 pieces of coal. This is 22.5, 16.4. So it is 40 1.3. 52. Okay, 46.7. 21.1. 22.5. Okay, it's 43.6 against 46.7. If go further down with the pile of 473, they will last for quite a while. The chilly condition in the Faith Keepers, I believe I'll let them stay like that. Discontent will fall. Okay, keep pressing those. Coal mine. Less workers here. Fill up the coal mine. We need the coal. Public house. Engineers. This is coal mine. Again, less pleasure. More people to prepare for the storm. I think we can take one more out. There's 40% Faith Keepers. This one is only 72% because of patient, I believe. Let's send that person away and replace. Yes, at least this one is not sick. Maximize here. Okay, I think we are good. It's producing 35.1, 25.3, 8.4 with a pile of 333 and another pile here 331. This one is able to collect this pile, so let's spare some workers for collection. We empty it and let them get back to normal, and then we max back this. They're all sick, I believe. Yes. Why this is not functioning? Okay, there's no raw food. 5 workers is too much now. Cookhouse. It's only 3.1. It's very warm. Let's check the other cookhouses as well. Only 3.1 pieces of food per day. We definitely need the industrial cookhouse. We want to maximize everything. Pretty much everything. It's 473. 221. There's another gathering post here. Okay, that's the one we fixed earlier. I believe we are all set. In terms of resources shuffling, we have these empty coal thumpers and gathering posts. These will be of use later on when the snow gets closer. So for now, I believe we are fine. We just have to take a final check. The field kitchens, I'm thinking to let them stop running by next episode. This one we may want to keep, but the other one I'm not so sure if there's steam hub nearby. I probably don't need this because there's steam hub here. There's another steam hub here. I was trying to keep this warm, but it didn't work. We've seen it. Okay, let it stop running. What do we get back if we salvage this? Not very helpful. But let's keep it there. Don't destroy it. When the storm comes in, it's a couple of level of decrease in temperature, and we may need that on if we have enough food. That's the condition. So, sick people, burying the dead. No. Okay, good. Don't need to shuffle. No food to cook. Okay. Let's send these. Wait, I think we have no. 44%, 0%. Why? Oh, they're praying and burying the dead, and with this is not ideal. Why are they all gone? For the same reason? Okay, the burial ground is causing such an issue. It's from the early days, but we can see it's impacting the working locations. It's pretty cold here, even with the steam hub in effect. So it's only minus 70 degrees. When the big storm comes, it'll be down to minus 100, 110, 120. So these won't be operational. House of Healing, much better, but then they heal slower. So we need to replace all these by either House of Healing or Infirmary. We haven't got Infirmary, I think. Yes, we chose House of Healing. We have to think about that. There's only 5 days, 22 hours. A little bit less than 6 days. Yes. So let's do one final save. I thought we won't do any change, but I made some, so I save it again. Thank you for joining me. We are about to head into the big storm, and I believe it will come in the next episode. If you want to take a brief preview, it's still on my past broadcasts. I've given it a title there, The Big Storm. We survived it in the cruel leader, the normal mode. So you can take a look how serious that is and how exciting, how tense it was. So stay tuned. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. See you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.